Well, here's to a new year of gaming. I'll admit I'm a little late on the ball on this one, but at the request of my patron, Edward, it's high time I reviewed Overwatch. This game has admittedly been on my radar for quite a while now, as a matter of fact since the very beginning. I actually wanted to sign up as a beta tester for this game, but due to not having an Xbox One or a PS4, and being a Mac owner, don't make fun of me, I didn't really have the opportunity to play this game on my own time. But thanks to a couple of good friends of mine, and the opportunity to play this game at my local VR cafe, I have enough experience with this game to at least give it my 2 cents. So based on that, what do I think about this game? Frankly, Blizzard really outdid themselves with this one. The first thing I want to address is the world this game created. Now, it's a first-person shooter, you're probably not going to be expecting much based on genre expectations, but actually, this game managed to create a narrative that has really engaged much of the community. The characters are interesting, the world is interesting, and yet just playing the game will only give you a minimalistic idea of what's going on in the world, because a lot of it is expressed through comics and videos and the like. It's one of those cases where playing the game only gives you just enough to be able to enjoy the game for what it is, but everything else in terms of the lore is right there if you want to experience it. It kind of breaks the mold in terms of video game storytelling, which I think Overwatch does a really good job with. And speaking of which, kudos to this cast of characters! Overwatch has put together such a diverse and colorful group of characters that are fun to play as, fun to learn about, and really, I don't think there's a single character in this game that I don't like. I mean, there are characters I can't stand, like say Junkrat and Roadhog, but that's only really in terms of playing against them. Those damn hooks, man, they get me every time. And the best part is that with such a diverse group of characters, anyone who gets into Overwatch will find someone they like, and of course, everyone has their favorites. My personal favorites being the Winter Beauty Mei, the Arrow Samurai Hanzo, and of course being a sniper main, the Soulless Assassin Widowmaker. And just because I like Widowmaker doesn't mean I'm going to be using her on offense. Please take your mouse away from the comment section, thank you. But speaking of which, let's get into the gameplay, and this is where Overwatch really shines. If you really boil it down, Overwatch is basically a first-person shooter with multiplayer online battle arena elements similar to League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm. With over 20 characters to choose from, each hero has some sort of projectile firing mechanism, but also has 2 unique abilities as well as an ultimate ability to augment the gameplay. Tracer has her blinking ability, D.Va has her mechs, and Zenyatta has his orbs, and so on and so forth. Not to compare the two too much, but it's basically a different take on the first-person shooter genre that I feel Team Fortress 2 started and refined, but Overwatch semi-perfected. It even boils down to the supposed quote-unquote generic characters in this game having something to offer. Like, if you've played the likes of Halo or Call of Duty and are coming into Overwatch hoping for something similar, Soldier 76 has you covered. And of course you got your different game modes like Payload and King of the Hill, and supposedly more modes are going to be added in the future, along with more characters. I mean, this game already had an impressive roster at launch, but since then Ana and Sombra have been added, so it's safe to say that there's still more to come. It makes me really excited for what's to come in the future of Overwatch, and frankly, I can't wait to get the proper hardware so I can actually add this game to my library. If I did have one complaint about the game, and it's a minor one frankly, the microtransactions are handled rather poorly. I mean, it's not the worst example, but League of Legends and frankly even TF2 did it better. Thankfully, it doesn't look like any of the stuff you can actually buy with real money in Overwatch gives you any advantage in gameplay, but it's still one of those cases where the way Blizzard is handling its transactions is a little iffy. No scandals or anything, but from what I'm hearing from the word of mouth of a lot of Overwatch players, it's a common issue. But like I said, it's a minor complaint, and there are always the loot boxes. All in all, Overwatch is a fantastic game that has me engaged, and once I get it in my library, I'm going to be playing it for a good long while. This game, like many others, have me very excited for 2017 and what it has to offer in the world of gaming. I'm the Green Scorpion, and I'm going to end this off with one final note. To those of you complaining about Tracer's recent little reveal, seriously guys, it's a fictional character, it's not that big a deal.